It's your boy Ragnarok. We're doing a little bit of different content today. We're going to do some VIP exclusive showcase. What does that exactly mean? We're going to have VIP 17s that are about to be VIP 18s. We're going to have some VIP 18s that are already just super strong as well. So today we're going to have an exclusive for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please subscribe. Please go ahead and smack some likes, backhand some likes. Go ahead and spank a like. I want it all. You already know. And if you guys like this content, please give me feedback and we'll go from there. See you guys in. Someone coming from 220, the one, the only, the infamous Reta. Reta, how you doing, man?
Good, thank you.
Yes, sir. So if you guys don't know Reta, I originally know Reta because they're originally in my original transfer grouping. So we are in 197 to 228. That's right, Reta? Am I saying that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So if you don't know Reta and you're outside of that realm, that's totally normal. But if you're inside of that transfer grouping, you probably knew Reta. Reta, if you don't mind, can you just show us your base just to begin with?
Sure. So the inside of my base looks like this. Nothing's special. I didn't spend too much time on organizing like the inside of the base. I just set it up this way when I first started, and I just kept it this way. I just like to have all these buildings in one area, so I don't have to like scroll to the back of my base.
Yeah. It's funny. Everyone's super different, right? Some people are super OCD on how they have their base layout. One thing I think people want to see too is, can we see your total hero power? Like how strong are you, man?
Sure. Oh,
wow.
330 million right now.
Yeah. And I see you are still VIP 17, right? So like you've got to be close. Can you?
So I don't mind showing. I'm at this point right now.
Wow.
The thing is, when I reached VIP 17, I stopped buying the VIP points with my diamonds for about 4 to 5 months because I never thought I would try for VIP 18. But after reaching VIP 17, I played for 4 to 5 months, and my points just kept adding up. And it got me thinking maybe I should try for 18. And then I started buying the VIP points again. So if I didn't miss the 5 months of buying these points, I should be at around
probably
45 or 46 million.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So I've met some folks that are really close to your actual THP, and they actually are right there at the VIP 18 mark. I think there's actually been a few folks, and I don't want to drop any names right now. They might actually come on that were VIP 18 right at that 310 mark. So it's possible if you're gymming the entire time, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Can you also show me your decorations?
Sure.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
It's not much compared to like the other
yeah, but remember you're still in the 1 percentile, right? So normal, so when we're going to show this to folks, they're just going to be kind of comparing themselves, right? I know you're comparing yourself to maybe like someone that's on your server. Do you mind actually showing your server and their THP? So guys, this is super. If you guys don't know 220, they're one of the strongest servers possibly in the game. I know they are one of the stronger servers. I mean, guys, just look at the top here. Reta's right there at the number 2 spot, and it's funny, the person above him, Willie, that's that first spot, and massive whale, and then right below Reta, someone that's right behind is I believe name's Dave, if that's correct.
Yeah.
If that's correct. Yeah. So I mean, you just look at the depth on this roster. They're fantastic, and the awesome thing about 220 is they're all really good players and they're fun to associate with. So big fan of 220 here. I don't know, man. Like this is a crazy lineup. So I always like looking at stuff like this. I gotta ask, man, how did you get into this game like everybody else?
So when I first found about lastwar was when I was on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
There was an ad showing of this game. It looked totally different.
Yep.
It looked like the shooting.
Yep.
The little games that they have here. So I thought it was a different game, and I installed it and I tried it, but it was totally different. But for some reason, I got hooked on it. So
can I see your actual? Yeah, no. Your story sounds like a lot of us, right? We were looking at an ad additionally, and the ad wasn't the game we thought it was going to be, and then the next thing we're doing, we're dropping buku amount of money, so it's hilarious. Can I see your squads if you don't mind?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. Oh, look at you! You're running that tank in the back, huh?
Yes. So, when I first found out about this team, Willie told me about this team. So it's using 4 airplanes. I got rid of Carly and put in Murphy. And this team actually works really well. It does well against tanks and planes, obviously. It also does very well against missiles because Murphy gives like buff to. Let's see.
Yeah, no, you get that the damage reduction. Yep, you definitely get the physical damage reduction buff. The one question I would have on this squad is, do you think it's kind of messing up your other squads just because we were in season 4, right? And we had those tactical cards. Do you think not having those tactical cards and those buffs without those buffs is actually messing this up? Because you're also in that top left, you're missing the buff of having all one squad, right? So do you think that actually hurts you in game, or do you not really feel it?
It kind of does, but I feel like the advantage that I'm getting from this team outweighs the disadvantage I'm getting from the 5% that I'm not getting for these buffs. But you're right about one thing. Without those cards, this team isn't as good as it was
Sure.
season 4.
Sure.
But I still feel like it's very good.
Yeah, you know what it also does is when you're going against those massive missile teams, right? This just gives you that little bit of security where you just get that tank in the back actually doing what it should be doing, right? Taking all that damage reduction. So I can see that. I can totally see that. So do you typically like running a air, or does it matter? Does it matter depending on your opponent, or what does that look like?
The thing is, I actually was running my missile team as my first team before season 4. But when season 4 started, this guy,
The evolution.
exclusive weapon, came out, and it was super good. It provided like shield to the teammates, damage reduction, and everything. So ever since Lucius's EW came out, I changed to my plane team, and I've been liking it since.
Yeah.
My missile became my second team, but switch it around. Like whenever I need to fight like airplanes, I just use my missile as my first team because they basically have the same weapon, and I also have.
Oh wow!
Max.
Oh wow! I love seeing that. Yeah, look at this, guys. This is awesome. So you did your air, you did your missile. Which one did you do first? Did you do your air, or did you do your missile mastery level first?
I did my missile first.
Oh wow! Okay. Yep. All right. Now it's funny. I see this a lot. Your tank is lacking a little bit. Do you think tank is going to make a comeback?
I actually thought it was going to be good when the EW for Williams was coming out, but it isn't as good as I thought it would be.
Sure.
I don't know about tanks. I'm not a big fan of tanks. Also, I don't have my Murphy with my team, so I have to use my Scarlet.
Yeah, that's interesting though. So I no, I mean, sorry to interject, but this is super interesting. So because you took Murphy out of your first squad, and then you where's Carly? Wow. You put Carly on your 4th. Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
I tried using Carly here instead of Scarlet.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just like having the 5 tanks.
I get it.
The Bob. And Scarlet is actually not so bad. So.
Not at all. People really like Scarlet. I think people really like a lot of the new, purples to golds, especially for like the wanted boss. Like Sarah, I know Sarah does really well on the wanted boss. So people have been really liking that. So that's amazing. Love that. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for sharing. So on 220, what is your current role on your server? Are you an R4, or do you guys switch off R5s? What do you do on the server?
So, in the server, basically, obviously Willie is our big mega whale.
Sure.
He does all the heavy works. Me and Steph, we try to support Willie. So, for example, last week, our Warzone build was against 285 Stater.
Oh, wow.
So we have 4 cannons in the east area, right?
Sure.
So it's basically Willie was in charge of one, as well as the, the castle, and I was in charge of one. Daph was in charge of one. The others were in charge of one. So basically, my role, I really like fighting. I like fighting in the field. I don't like
Sitting.
much of the arena or 3v3s, but I like fighting in the field. So
Well, you don't. Yes, I was about to say we can all. That's why I said if you don't know Reta from the outside, get to know him. Over 100 million kills. So it's you don't have to tell us you like fighting. We can see it, right? It's very obvious. So no, so you live for probably Warzone Duel and stuff like this stuff, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So how did that match go against 285?
I think at the end, when we reached 100%, I think 285 had little more than 10%.
Oh wow! It was very one-sided. Was it like that to begin with, or did you guys just come in like guns a-blazing, or how'd that work out?
So like even at the start, we just took control of all the buildings. I felt like it was a one-sided fight. The only problem was obviously Tater. Every once in a while, Tater sends his squads to the capital, and of course, his squad would take out everyone. And that's how we lost like the 10% to just only Tater. Other than Tater, basically we had control of the whole war, I believe.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Do you see like a common theme from like a mistake standpoint that a lot of the experienced players are making in the game? I mean, I see you right now. You're changing up your squads. Do you think a lot of experienced players make common mistakes that you see like currently on 220?
To be honest, one thing I learned in 220 was I learned this from Willie. A lot of the players, like the VIP 17, 18 players, we have a lot of diamonds. So when we
oh my god, I didn't even realize you have 1.2 million diamonds. Oh my gosh.
Like many people just tend to use diamonds very easily, just to when you're fighting, when you're sending your team to a base to attack, these speed ups.
Yeah.
A lot of people use these speed ups, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Willie told me that we should try to conserve our diamonds so we can basically spend it on this day.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So a few weeks ago, I had like roughly 2 million diamonds. I bought like 2 million diamonds worth of these tickets and just used them all in the recruiting. And it basically gave me a lot of UR powers, which allowed my total hero power to go about little more than 1 million.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming this just adds to your wall of honor, right? You want to show us your wall of honor?
Yeah, sure. It's not very high.
I know it's higher than mine. Yeah, it's still very, very high. No, I mean, this is what this is about. This is the game within the game, right? This is awesome.
So the wall of honor is actually it's very good. A lot of people think it just adds HP and does not do much, but if you look at a lot of the really experienced players, it adds a lot of power to your team.
No doubt. That's amazing. One thing you brought up here earlier was that when you said when you started working with Willie. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You're not originally from 220, is that correct?
No. So when I started the game, I started in the server 214.
Oh wow!
And I played there until the end of season 2. And after season 2, I moved here. And before moving to 220, I was the president of 214 for a long time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Was that hard to move? Or did you have other options to go? I'm sure you did. Was like looking back on it, I'm sure you're probably happy that you came here, but was there another place that you were possibly leaning towards going?
Yes. I was actually considering moving. I was considering.
Could be for any reason too. Like who do you have a tremendous amount of respect for in the game?
Um, Basically, I'm very close to Willie, obviously, because we're in the same alliance, and I really respect him because not just because he's the mega whale in our alliance and in our server, but he's a very smart guy. He's always trying to help me, giving me tips.
Love that.
I learned a lot from Willie, and so Willie is one person I really respect the most. Another person I have to say is Gal.
Love that.
I met Gal in season 2. We were on the opposite sides, but when I was fighting Gal and his alliance, I just talked to him a lot. We became friends, and I just learned he's a really good guy. And he's also very skilled at playing lastwar.
No, he is. Back in the day, similar to probably you guys, 216 and 220. I think we had a proper rivalry with 203, right? So, and that's the other thing. We've always been super respectful of each other, but we just always got matched up in verses against each other. And back in the day when I don't know if people remember Hooch, but Hooch was around, and I mean he was almost as strong as Gal, and they were also in 203, and that was like season 1, season 2, and that was torment fighting those guys, but.
He was very strong.
Yeah, so that was fun, and I remember you brought up Jimmy right now. You know your squad. I just remember Gao and Hooch would like be on both ends of the map, and they just would send their squads out, 3-4 squads out at a time. Jimmy and their their squads to everybody, and just burning you down.
I know.
That was fun. That was fun back in the day. So you brought up Willie. Have you formed any like real connections like through the game, like even maybe something in real life? Have you met anyone in real life through the game?
Yes, I have actually. I met a few of my friends when I was playing with them in 214.
Yeah.
The people in our alliance, like most of us, we were Korean, and South Korea is a very small country.
Sure.
We all live not too far away. So one person I met recently, and I think you are friends with him too. And you know Jay, right?
I love Jay. Jay's amazing.
Yeah.
See,
the funny thing is, Jay lives like 300 meters away from my house.
What?
If I walk to his house, it would take 5 minutes.
So you guys could just go to the bar, play Last War, have a meal if you wanted, together.
We actually meet like once every like 2 to 3 weeks. We would just have dinner, have some drinks, and just play a little bit of Last War.
Love that.
Things.
Love that. No, Jay's. I try to get Jay from 223. For those of you guys don't know, we're talking about a player, Jay, that's now on BZU at 220. He was at 223 2 transfers ago. Just a really good guy, nice guy. Funny thing is, we're talking right now, and for those of you guys don't know, he's mentioned it a couple times now, but Jay lives in Korea. Reta lives in Korea. You wouldn't know that Reta lives in Korea because he speaks unbelievable English, probably better English than I do. So congratulations on that. So I mean, hey, I gotta ask: does everyone in? I mean, I've never been to Korea, so does everyone sound like you, like in terms of English? Like, do they speak this good of English?
No, of course not.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, because I lived in the States for a long time.
Got it. That makes sense.
So I have this U.S. flag on my character. Most people think I'm American, so when they message me in English, like even the Korean people. So
that is funny. I actually didn't think you were. I actually had no idea. Most people that I find on, and would you say that 220 is mostly Korean? I know you said there's a lot of Taiwanese, but is it primarily Korean?
It's mostly Korean and Taiwanese and Australians.
Wow, I didn't even know about the Australians. I did not know that. See, that's funny. There's different elements on servers that you just don't know unless you ask. When I messaged you, I just didn't know what I was going to get, to be completely honest. And then when you started messaging me in full English, I was just kind of like, what the heck, right? And it's funny, even on I've seen this on Japanese servers. They'll have an American flag, and then I'll text them, and they're texting me back in full Japanese. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were American, and they're like, no, I'm just basically trolling you. You're getting trolled right now, which is fun. I love that. If you could. Is there any mechanics in the game right now today, like feature wise, that you would want to change? Like, what's your number one thing that you wake up and you're like,
3 options. The first one was 220. The second one was 203.
wow.
I'm good friends with Gao. I think he's a really good guy. He's a very good lastwar player, and he asked me to join him. And I really wanted to go, but at the end I chose 220. The other option was 228, which is also a very it's a very highly it's a server that has a lot of Koreans.
Yeah.
And it also has a VIP 18.
Yep.
So
Yep. No, I mean those were at the time, those were great options, right? Those were and there's still great options today, but I know personally Gal, so like you said, everything you said about him, he's just, you never hear anything bad about Gal in the game. So
he's a very good guy.
Good person, good player. So that would have been a good choice. But you know what? He also went another way too. He got another good player in Don Pela, and Don's another good dude as well. So awesome to hear that backstory, right? Never would have known that. So do you find, I'm going to get some more controversial questions here. I hope you're ready, Reta. So no, I know, real fun. Have to ask. Do you think do people think you're like controversial? Because I mean, you just showed us 100+ million kills. It is a fighting game, but are people hopping into your messages? Asking you not to hit them, or are they upset with you? Do you get a little controversy based off that, or a little bit of drama?
Well, of course, a little bit, because I'm always, like, on every Saturdays, I'm in the other servers trying to find bases without shields so I can get some kills. I get a lot of texts. I get a lot of private messages saying that don't hit me. You're not our BS opponent. Why are you attacking me? And I get a lot of people cursing at me. Ignore them. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, they have the option of bubbling, right?
Exactly.
So I get it. It's something I hear often. I don't get it as much as you. I think I have 1/4 of the kills that you have. So you're doing it that much more. But I hear it from players like you that have a lot of kills. They're constantly getting upset with them. So I think it's hilarious. Do you have any misconceptions you think about BZU or KWS or 220? Do you think there's anybody that say different things about your alliance or your server that it's just not true?
Not really. I mean, our alliance. So BZU is an alliance mixed with Taiwanese players and Korean players mostly.
Yeah.
We have like some players from other countries also, but those two are the main players. But we tend to be friendly with other alliances, other servers. We try to make friends more often than we try to make enemies. So we are in good relationship with most. We didn't get along too well with FTP.
Oh wow.
16.
Okay. Yeah. No, like talk to me about that. That sounds like a little bit of a rivalry, right?
It is. So basically, our Mega Whale Willie, I believe he was like in a rivalry with Puppy Johnson. Has actually quit the game a few months ago, but they had similar power. They were in the same group in season 1, so they just kept meeting each other. They kept fighting. They were in the championship duels. Unfortunately, Puppy won last time they met. But
so the developers just put you guys together constantly, whether you guys liked it or not.
For some reason, yes.
And that, do you think that just organically just kind of sparked a rivalry, or I mean, would you call it a rivalry, or do you call it like more of like, are they enemies?
No, it was a rivalry. It kind of felt like enemies, but 220 and 216, they have been like in this rivalry relationship ever since season 1. Fighting, had similar power. Obviously, right now it's not as similar as it was a while ago.
Yeah. Yep.
But it was fun.
No, I would be lying to you if I hadn't heard there was a little bit of drama maybe around the 216 220. I've heard that in the universe. I've always heard it's been typically healthy drama though, just because you guys were both very strong, and obviously 216 is not where it used to be. But yeah, I definitely heard some of that stuff. I think that's interesting. It's good. It's good to share too, and it doesn't sound like it was in bad faith or anything like that. Who do you if you're looking at the game, who do you respect the most on the game? It could be on your server, it could be on another server. Man, I wish they would change this about the game. What would it be?
Um, One thing I'm always asking the GMs to make is, like this game is a war game, and I like fighting in the field, but you can only fight on Saturdays unless you're fighting someone from your server, which usually don't happen often, right?
Sure.
So I asked them to make like a feature where like there's a storm that happens like once a week, but I wish they had like this kind of feature where you can join and play for fun anytime you want.
Sure. Yeah, and I've actually heard that a lot of players bring that up. Like, we need to have more player versus player fighting, essentially. And when I say that, not just obviously on your own war zone, a place that we could go, whether it's a desert storm, a winter storm, to where we could be doing it like a 24/7. So I totally agree on that. That'd be amazing. I love that. I love that idea. On 220, is there any current like drama, politics? Does that, like, how does that get ironed out? Was there any drama or politics? Have you seen anything like that?
Um, in 220, I don't think I've seen any big dramas because the thing is, Willie just really takes good care of everyone.
Love that.
He's a very nice guy. He's always thinking about helping like the other alliances on our server. So when he's thinking, he's not only thinking about helping BGU, our alliance, but he's thinking actual like a president. He thinks about the server as a whole. So everyone is happy. I think we get along very well. So I don't think we have any dramas in 220.
Love that. I'm gonna have two more questions. One's an easy one.
Okay.
One's a little bit. We'll probably have to think about it. So I'm gonna ask you the first question, and then it's a series of three, and you can just kind of think about it as we answer the easy one. Okay. So the harder one is, who is 220's like friends? Like, who do you guys like the most? Do you think? Again, it's not who you know as a server. So 220 likes probably this server the most. Who's your guys' biggest rivalry? Maybe you've already told me that. And if you got to tell me who's your guys' maybe enemy that you guys have seen out there, that you guys are like, these guys are tough, and they trash talk us, or for whatever reason we don't get along with them as very well. So those are the harder questions. Easy question is, what advice would you give a player, like, who wants to get where you're at right now?
Okay, so I'll answer the easy question first.
Yep.
If I were to give advice to someone who wants to get to where I am, I would say don't. Because I'm sure it's a lot of the VIP 17, the VIP 18, but I spent a lot of money on this game, and I just feel like I've spent way too much. So,
Yeah. So you have a little bit of regret financially.
a little bit, and I think this is definitely a pay-to-win game.
Okay.
You can play for fun without paying, but you'll be weak, and it won't be fun. So this game definitely asks the players to pay in order to get stronger.
Sure.
But to give like actual advice, I would say try to maximize everything. Like, just when you're participating in events, just set your goals. Try to get to where you want to be, and don't overdo it. Don't spend diamonds on stupid things.
Sure.
Save your resources. I would say definitely try to get as much valor badges as possible.
It's so hard to get. So hard to get.
So at the end, it's all about tech. For example, I'm trying to get to this thing where it allows me to increase my drone level, but it takes crazy amount of badges.
Sure. Sure.
So
No, I was told that. So I've had a couple of people finish. I know that finished the tactical drone, and they're like, it's just unreal how expensive it is. So it's just ridiculous. All right, no, that's funny. So the advice out there is don't. You heard it here first from Reta. Said don't do it. It's just not worth it. That's funny. I hope Last Word doesn't get mad at me about that. Hope we're cool there. So yeah, friendship. From your guys in, what server is probably like who do you think 220 is closest with from server to server?
I think definitely we're closest to 214.
Okay, nice.
Because the reason being is I'm from 214 and I was the president of that server for a long time. Everyone in the server is my friends. So ever since I came, we tried talking to 214. And also 214 is also a server made up of mostly Koreans and Taiwanese. So our communication is very easy. And this is kind of off the topic, but Willie's girlfriend, she's in 214. So.
Oh wow, she's strong.
Kind of, yes. She's not as strong as like a whale, but she's strong enough to.
Is she in leadership?
She kind of is, yes.
All right, well, you got to let me know so I don't go mess with her, so I don't get Willie getting mad at me and chasing me all throughout the game or something. I gotta. Well, you can send me that in my DM, so I appreciate that. No, I didn't know that. That's funny. I think there's a lot of people that have multiple, either friends or family that are playing the game. So it's good to know who you should be friends with that you wouldn't know outside. So all right, so 214's friends. I think you probably already hinted at this, but I'll also give you the opportunity to answer if you want to go elsewhere. So Rivalry, who do you guys see probably the biggest rivalry as a server, or at least was the biggest rivalry?
Yeah, so it was 216 until maybe season 2 or season 3, but in season 4 we were matched up against 252. 252 is a very strong server.
Oh yeah.
It has 2 VIP 18s and it has one more coming soon. Who is very close to VIP.
We just saw them in a Warzone duel. Yeah, they were tough. So, to give you a little information, so I do a lot of rankings, so I do a lot of numbers, and so for me, if I look at the numbers, you guys are the top 3. And when I say you guys, 263 being number 1, 252 is right there, and I think you guys are also. When I say right there, you guys, I say 263, and there's a little bit of a gap, a very very small one, but then it goes 252 and 220 are very very close together. Personally, I would love to see 252 and 220 in a Warzone duel. I think that would be a really really awesome fight. I know you guys have already done a Warzone duel with 263, and that was a good fight, right? That was awesome. But correct me if I'm wrong, that was tough for you guys, right?
It was very tough. Justin is just
too strong.
He's on another level.
Well, you know what it is. Justin's on another level, but he also has Warfan. He has other folks around him that are still strong too. So that makes it really tough. So I think that's just it's just so improbable. That's why I think it would be interesting. I haven't seen them fight 252, so I think that would be an interesting measuring stick for them. So yeah, so you have a little bit of a rivalry maybe with 252. How'd that go in season 4?
We got first place.
Nice.
We beat DHJ, their number 1 alliance. So we were very happy with the results. 252 DHJ was very tough, but we came out on top.
Yeah, like I said, I would love to see you guys do a Warzone duel. Hopefully, we can play that back and get you guys in a bracket together. Maybe you will hate it, but I would love that as a person that just wants to watch. It does sound fun. It makes the game not boring, right? So, last question. Who do you guys see as an enemy out there? Who's not nice to 220 for whatever reason, or they've not done well to you guys?
We don't actually have one right now because Puppy is gone. He was here. I would consider 216 our enemy.
Got it. So kind of getting Puffy away allowed you guys to kind of mend that relationship with 216 a little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Interesting. Okay. No, I've I've heard that answered with 216 a little bit. I wish I could actually interview Puffy. I wish he was here because that'd be interesting to hear his story and stuff, right? How he's kind of created a couple enemies that might also be part of his gameplay. So no, man, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much. Where can we find you? Are you creating content? Just people can come to 220, click on your name essentially, and just flooding your DMs and making fun of you because you did some content creation with me. Is that cool? Awesome.
That's cool. I don't make any content, but if anyone wants to ask questions and talk about stuff, everyone is welcome to message me in game.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing this. Again, we're going to continue this. We're going to be bringing on VIP 17s. They're super strong, like Reta. As you can see, he's right on the brink of getting that base. The last question is a bonus question coming at you, Reta. I forgot to ask. What kind of base are you going to do? Like, what kind of base we having? Have you put much thought in that process?
Yeah, I actually have. I still have a few months to go, but once I reach that point, I think I will do something involving the black cat that I often use as my profile picture.
What's the story? What's the story on the black cat? You have a black cat in real life, or was this a cat that you had growing up?
No. It doesn't have much story. I actually came upon this picture, this exact picture, and it looks kind of funky and scary and strong at the same time. So
Yeah.
I started using it. Ever since that, I from what I hear, like a lot of the people in other servers, they just call me the Black Cat. So
No, we do that. So it's a funny thing. We just fought 252, right? And they're the third strongest. You had another name. I think you called him Dino. Yeah, we call him Frog because his PFP is like almost like a frog. So a lot of us were like, oh, like the frog is over here. No, everyone has different names, so people probably call you the Black Cat, but your name is easy enough to say. So again, thank you so much for the content. I think people are going to be really interested hearing about your story, but also just showing what you're doing, what you're currently working on, and also just giving like those tips and tricks that you threw out there. So massive big ups to you, and I really appreciate it.
no problem. It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, my man. Have a good one.